Baker and Jack Dunn to oppose the right-hander Noah Skirrow, out making his second appearance against the Senators this year, and 18th overall for Reading. Skirrow with a 4-7 record, a 4.65 ERA. Opposing batters hitting .277 against him, a higher number, but he has struck out 97 batters in 79-plus innings. Righty-lefty matchup with Martin in the box, and he swings and fouls back the first pitch. It's 0-1, a fastball just below the belt over the heart of the plate. Skirrow is a right-hander that stands 6'3", 215 on the mound. 24-year-old from Ontario. The 0-1 is a fastball high at 92, and it's 1-1. Skirrow's first appearance against the Senators back in April resulted in a loss for him. The 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed, a high fastball in the zone that Martin could not catch up to, and Rudy finding himself behind, a ball and 2 strikes. Skirrow went 3 2/3 innings in that start against the Senators, allowed 4 runs. Here's the 1-2 pitch. It misses high and away, not by much. It evens this count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Allowed 6 hits in those 3 2/3 innings against the Sens, but did strike out 6 batters, which again is often how things go for Skirrow. Hits and strikeouts. The 2-2 is a high fastball, check swing in the appeal. He did not go, and it's high for ball 3. So from falling behind, Martin has worked a full count to begin the Sens half of the first. From the first base side of the rubber, Skirrow's wind up the 3-2 is a line drive past the second baseman and out into right field for a base hit. First hit of the ball game for either side is off the bat of Rudy Martin, as he lined the ball just past the outstretched glove and to the right of the second baseman Riho for a base hit. So here's Darren Baker into the left-handed box. Darren hitting .264 in his time with Harrisburg, and 1 home run and 3 RBIs. A quick check back on Martin, who dives back into the bag safely. Rudy on the year for Harrisburg leads the team, 11 stolen bases. He's got a good lead now, not going. Bunt shown by Baker, he gets it down, foul, about 30 feet up the third base line and about 10 feet foul. Good first choice with great speed on first in the form of Martin and very good speed in the box with Baker. The third baseman Tatum is playing just about even with the third base bag, about 15 feet off the line. Not showing bunt here. He takes a fastball strike at 92 miles an hour and finding himself in a hole, no balls, 2 strikes. Martin getting healthy, leads off first base. Not going anywhere, but a good 4 or 5 steps off the bag. The 0-2 pitch is a high chopper to the right side, fielded by the first baseman Stokes. He flips to first to the covering Skirrow, and it's just in time to beat Baker, who thought he might have beat the ball itself to first. But Martin goes to second, though there is now 1 out. That ball was skipped high in the air, as the first bounce was only a couple of feet in front of home plate. So there was certainly no play to catch the lead runner, Martin, going to second. So Martin strolling off second base now with right-hander Jack Dunn to the plate. And 1 out. Scoreless ball game. Skirrow, the right-hander, delivers a first pitch ball inside. It's 1-0. Reading lines up defensively with Vito Freesia, the catcher, behind the plate. Tatum and Guzman are the men on the left side. Jonathan Guzman is a strong glove at shortstop. Riho and Stokes on the right side. In the outfield, left to right, Kevin Vicuña, Johan Rojas, another very strong glove out there in center field, and Jalen Ortiz with a strong arm out in right. There's a quick discussion between Freesia, the catcher, and Skirrow, the pitcher. They're back to their places. Skirrow is set and delivers a breaking pitch low and away to Dunn at 79 miles an hour, and it's 2-0. Pleasant skies over the ballpark now. Lots of large white Puffy clouds, blue skies poking through. Here's the 2-0 to Dunn. Fouled back into the net. It's 2-1. And now just 82 degrees. Already dropped a couple from first pitch, but after such a warm day and early evening, much more comfortable night at the ballpark. Here's the 2-1 to Dunn. It's a broken bat blooper to the right side of the infield, caught in the air by Rijo, the second baseman. And that's the second out. Looked like the very end of the handle of Dunn's bat broke off and remained in his hand as he finished his swing, and the ball just popped in the air to the right side of the infield. So 2 away, with Martin still on second base in this scoreless ball game here in the last of the first. Here's Andrew Young, right-handed batter. Righty-righty matchup. The first pitch is a fastball high at 92. It's 1-0. Well, Jack Dunn is hot as well, but Andrew Young in the box is another hot batter. Sens looking to capitalize on that. Here's the 1-0 pitch. It's hit into the air behind home plate and now stretching out into the stands. Somewhere right at the bottom of section 206. It's 1-1 to Young. Over the past 20 games, Andrew Young is batting .314 with 5 home runs and 12 runs batted in those 20 games. Has his average up to .231 on the year for Harrisburg. The 1-1 pitch is a fastball high, and it's 2-1. A couple of pitches that looked like might have been there, or at least Skirrow might have been thinking so, but both reaching high. It's 2-1. In the stretch, the 2-1 pitch is a fastball. That one definitely high at 92. And Young ahead, 3 balls and a strike. With the speed of Martin on second base, a base hit would almost certainly score a run, although outfield is not too deep, especially out in center field with Rojas. The 3-1 is fought off the fists and blooped into the air as well to the right side of the infield. This time it's the first baseman Madison Stokes on the edge of the infield grass who makes the catch for the third. Harrisburg 2-0. Frankie Bernowski with you. Missing Terry Byram to my side. Terry, I was just on assignment this past week, and well, now Terry's on assignment for a few days. Hopefully see him later in the week. Daniel Johnson, the left-handed batter, is in the box, and he goes around on a pitch low and inside for strike one, 0-1. Daniel Johnson is new to the Senators as of today. One of the many roster moves made. He swings at the next pitch, chops it up the middle, fielded well to the right by the second baseman, Rijo. Leaps and makes the throw to first, but it's not in time. An infield single for Daniel Johnson to lead off the second inning for the Senators, Harrisburg's second hit. So Johnson reaches after his error in the top half of this inning, dropping what would have been the third out, a fly ball in left center field, 2 runs scored. So beginning to try to make it up by a base hit to lead off the second. Sens had a leadoff hit in the first as well and did not score. Here's Trey Harris, who takes a fastball high and inside, ducks out of the way, and it's 1-0. So 2 runs in the top half of the inning for Reading. Sens immediately looking to respond. Skirrow, the 1-0 pitch, misses outside. It's 2-0. It is Harris, Justin Connell on deck, and Brady Lindsley in the hole. Skirrow letting his right arm dangle as he leans in for the sign. Now comes set, holds at the midsection, kicks and throws a strike on the low outside corner at 87 miles an hour. It's 2-1 to Harris. Harris in his 6th game now for the Senators. The 2-1 is swung on and missed. Off-speed pitch up in the zone, now 2-2. Hitting .250 through the first 5 games. Has a double and an RBI. Johnson leading off first. And the 2-2 to Harris is lifted into the air into deep right field. Ranging back on it, Ortiz back to the warning track, and he has room to make the one-handed grab for the first out of the inning. Reaching just about a step onto the warning track to retrieve that baseball. So 1 on, 1 out for Justin Connell into the right-handed box. Connell, a .229 hitter, 11 home runs, and 37 runs driven in. Also tied 4th in the Eastern League in runs scored. Righty-righty matchup as Connell holds his bat high above his head, hands just above his head, and swings at the first pitch and lines it out to deep left center field. That's down for a base hit, rolling all the way to the fence. On his way to third, Johnson being waved home. Connell rounding second on his way to third. Here's the throw from the cutoff man. The tag at third is not in time. It is a 1-out RBI triple for Justin Connell. And the lead is cut in half. It is now 2-1 Reading. Connell got a good pitch to hit, an 87-mile-an-hour off-speed pitch that hung pretty well middle, and just lined it out to deep left center field. It rolled all the way to the fence. Easy for Johnson to score, and quite frankly, the way the outfield was positioned, fairly easy for Connell to get a triple. And now the infield is in with a man on third and 1 out for Brady Lindsley, who swings at the first pitch, pops it up in the infield, and it's caught by Skirrow, the pitcher, on the run, just crossing the first base foul line about 20 feet up the line. And that's a quick second out. Lindsley got jammed with a first pitch fastball up and inside, and just like that, the infield recedes back to its normal placement. So here's Gilbert Lara into the right-handed box. Lone man yet to bat tonight. Righty-righty matchup here. Man on third, 2 outs, 2-1 Reading leads. As Lara takes a first pitch breaking ball in the dirt, low and outside. It's 1-0. So Reading scored 2 unearned runs in the top half of this inning. Sens immediately respond to grab at least 1 run, another one 90 feet away. The 1-0 is a slow chopper to the left side. In for it, the third baseman Tatum makes the throw on the run in time for the third out. Reading Fightin Phils here in the first of 6 games this week. We're back to the top of the Harrisburg order. Rudy Martin into the left-handed box, to be followed by Darren Baker and Jack Dunn. 2 runs in the top of the second for Reading, 1 run in the bottom of the second for Harrisburg. Noah Skirrow, the right-hander, to lefty Martin, who swings through the first pitch, a fastball just below the belt over the outer half. It's 0-1. Martin is 1 for 1. He lined a single past the second baseman for a base hit his first time up. Hits a high fastball out to center field here, but ranging over to his left is Rojas. Just a few steps to make the grab, and 1 away. Here's Darren Baker into the left-handed box. Darren is 0 for 1. Grounded out to first base his first time up. Here this week we have a series between 2 teams that have played pretty similarly in the grand scheme of things. The first pitch to Baker is a fastball low and inside, 1-0. Sens came into play today, second in fielding and second in errors, Reading third in each of those categories. Here's the 1-0. It's a fastball high, now 2-0. Sens came into today 10th in the league in ERA, Reading 9th in the league in ERA. And the 2-0 to Baker is hit into the air out to right center field on a run. Now slowing up his run is the right fielder Ortiz. He makes the one-handed grab in the gap for the second out. 2-1 Reading leading Harrisburg. Nobody on, 2 outs, bottom 3. And here's the right-handed hitting Jack Dunn. And then offensively, Reading is 11th in runs scored in the league. Harrisburg is 12th. They're both tied 10th in the league in batting average. So pretty similar statistics for Reading and Harrisburg. First pitch fastball strike over the outside edge and at the knees to Dunn. It's 0-1. Defense straight up against Jack. Here's the 0-1. He half swings through a fastball up in the zone. He went around. And it's 0-2. Here's the pitch. High. Now 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes to Dunn. Looking to get something going with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. It's swung on and missed for strike 3 and the 3rd out. So Herrera had a 1-2-3 top of the 3rd, and Skirrow responds with a 1-2-3 bottom of the 3rd. A third of the and Trey Harris. Young ready in there, waiting on Skirrow from the right-handed box. The first pitch to him is a fastball strike, belt high over the outside 3rd, and it's 0-1. Young is 0 for 1. He popped out to first base his first time up. He foul tips the next pitch on a half swing, and it's quickly 0-2. Well, Reading scored 2 runs in the top of the 2nd. They were 2 unearned runs. Harrisburg scored a run in the bottom of the 2nd, so it was 2-1 for a little bit. And then the Fightin' Phils began the 4th inning with back-to-back solo home runs off the bats of Aldrum Corridor and Madison Stokes. And so it is 4-1. Defense is fairly well straight up against Young. The infield is all playing deep. The 0-2 is fouled back. Another high fastball. And it holds 0-2. Outfield is also straight up against Young. Kevin Vicuña, the left fielder, playing the relative deepest of the 3. The 0-2 is again foul tipped. Young just staying alive. There was an 85-mile-an-hour off-speed pitch on the low outside corner that he just kind of stuck his bat out at to hold this count. No balls, 2 strikes. Skirrow skirrow on an angle from the first base side. The windup and the pitch is high for a ball. Now 1-2. Noah Skirrow, a 24-year-old from Ontario. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, and he finally got Young his second strikeout of the ball game. First out here in the 4th. Here's Daniel Johnson. Johnson, the left-handed batter, singled and scored. Scored the lone Senator's run, coming around on Justin Connell's triple. Righty-lefty matchup. First pitch to him is a fastball outside for a ball. 1-0. 4 runs on 3 hits and no errors for Reading. 1 run on 3 hits, 1 error for Harrisburg. The 1-0 pitch is a fastball high, and it's 2-0. In what is really turned into a pleasant day and evening here at the ballpark. The 1-1, or rather 2-0, misses outside. Now 3-0. So Johnson, who reached his first time with a base hit, now ahead in the count. 3 balls, no strikes. Base is empty, 1 out. The pitch is a fastball high for ball 4. A 4-pitch walk of Johnson. He jogs on to first base. That's the first walk issued by Skirrow tonight. That has a man on first and 1 out for Trey Harris. Right-handed hitting DH. Harris flied out to right field his first time up. Deep right field, a step onto the warning track. Open stance in the right-handed box. Wiggling the bat about, and the first pitch is in for a strike at the knees at 85 miles an hour. It's 0-1. Skirrow on the mound went undrafted, signed by the Phillies in June of 2020. Here's the 0-1. Skipped down in the dirt, kicks up some chalk at the left-handed batter's box, but well blocked by Freesia. It's 1-1. But you have to remember the draft in 2020 was just 5 rounds, so lots of players who would have otherwise been drafted and drafted relatively high went undrafted. Skirrow was one of them. The righty delivers a fastball strike. It's 1-2. So immediately after the draft ended, Skirrow got calls from 9 different teams, within a half hour or so of the draft ending. One of those teams was the Phillies. Here's the 1-2. It's lifted on a soft line out to center field. In for it with plenty of time is the center fielder Rojas. He makes the grab for the second out. So 1 on and 2 outs for Justin Connell. Right-handed batter. Connell drove in a run with a triple his first time up. He's 1 for 1. Fightin Phil's leading the Senators 4-1. First pitch to Connell is high for a ball, 1-0. So Skirrow said that Joe Girardi called him to discuss the Philadelphia organization, life in general. Said he was surprised by that. I think most people would be. The 1-0 is a fastball down the middle for a strike. It's 1-1. Girardi, then the manager of the Phillies, before being deposed of earlier this season. Here's the 1-1. Fastball, strike at the knees at 91. And Connell down here, a ball and 2 strikes. Asks for some time. So he takes some time to think outside of the batter's box as he readjusts his batting gloves and then comes back in. Taps home plate and is ready to go. 1 on, 2 outs, a ball and 2 strikes the count. Skirrow holds in the set position and now delivers a fastball that's chopped up the middle of the infield softly. On a run, fielded by Guzman, the shortstop, and he makes the throw in time to first for the third out. For the center, looking to pick up some momentum, Brady Lindsley, the left-handed batter, takes a first pitch strike from the right-hander Noah Skirrow out for his 5th inning of work. He stands on the very first base edge of the rubber. Through a compact windup, delivers a strike at the knees, and it's quickly 0-2 to Lindsley. Brady is 0 for 1. He popped out on the first pitch he saw of his first at-bat to the pitcher. The 0-2 is popped up into the air again, this time to the left side of the infield. It's Tatum, the third baseman, who makes the one-handed grab for the first out. Base is empty, 1 out for Gilbert Lara, right-handed batter. To this point here in the bottom of the 5th, for Reading, 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors. And for Harrisburg, 1 run on 3 hits and 1 error. That error cost them a couple of runs. First pitch to Lara is off the plate outside at 86 miles an hour. It's 1-0. Gilbert is 0 for 1. He grounded out to third his first time up. The 1-0 misses, and it's 2-0. Gilbert, a .222 hitter for Harrisburg. 6 homers, 26 RBIs. The 2-0 pitch. That one is inside for a ball, 3-0. Skirrow has walked 1 batter. It was Daniel Johnson an inning ago. That came on 4 pitches. The 3-0 is a fastball strike, belt high, outer third at 89 miles an hour, and it's now 3-1. Outfield straight up against Lara. Here's the 3-1. Foul tipped back, and it's now 3-2. Infield is fairly straight up, though the first baseman Stokes is well off the first base line. Good 25 feet or so. Here's the 3-2 pitch. It's tipped down in the dirt and then into Lara and back down in the dirt. It's a foul ball. Skirrow back on the rubber. And the 3-2 pitch is down in the dirt for ball 4. So, second walk issued by Skirrow has Gilbert Lara on first. And 1 out here in the 5th. See if the Sens can't get something going here. As they flip back to the top of the order with Rudy Martin, left-handed batter. Rudy is 1 for 2. He singled his first time up and flied out to center field in his second trip. Lara a few steps off the first base bag. Skirrow out of the stretch. Martin showing bunt. He gets it down. It's a good one up the third base line. Barehanded by Tatum. He makes the throw. It's nowhere near in time. An infield bunt single for Rudy Martin. You could not practice a bunt more perfectly than that. And the Sens have men on first and second with 1 out here. Rudy was about 2 steps past first base by the time Tatum's throw came in, and nothing Tatum could do about it. Just a perfect bunt and a speedy runner. 4th hit of the ball game for Harrisburg. 2 of them from Martin. Sends down 4-1. Men on first and second, 1 out for Darren Baker in the left-handed box. First pitch to Baker is a fastball ball just inside off the plate at 90 miles an hour. It's 1-0. Baker is 0 for 2 tonight, has grounded out and has flied out. The 1-0 pitch is sliced down the left field line and foul. 1-1. Baker inside outs a lot of pitches as he did there. It was a fastball above the belt over the inside part of the plate that Baker just fought off. Fisted out to left field. About 250 feet, but it was foul. 2 on, 1 out. A ball and a strike to count at the plate. And the pitch is low for a ball. It's 2-1. Fastball there. Caught plenty of plate. A couple inches below the knees. Lara leads off second. He walked. Martin off first. He had a bunt single. The 2-1 pitch from Skirrow is inside, scooting Baker off the plate. And now Darren ahead. 3 balls and a strike. Skirrow over 70 pitches now. No action down in the Reading bullpen, or the Harrisburg bullpen for that matter. Skirrow ready with the 3-1. Here it comes. This one is lined up the middle for a base hit and out into center field. Lara being held at third as Rojas' strong throw quickly comes in. And he threw it all the way home. It got away from the catcher, but the pitcher Skirrow is backing it up. Nevertheless, it's a single for Baker, and the bases are loaded with 1 out. The infield, or outfield rather, was playing shallow against Baker, and that ball was hit hard, so no chance for Lara to score from second on that ball. But good hitting from Baker there, who stayed true on a fastball that was at the knees and over the middle of the plate and lined it back from where it came. The trouble here in the 5th has brought a mound visit with Matt Hockenberry, the pitching coach, and Vito Freisha, the catcher, out for a chat with the pitcher Noah Skirrow. But the Senators have the tying runs on board. The go-ahead run at the plate in the form of Jack Dunn. Out is Matt Carlyon, the home plate umpire, to tell the folks to break it up, and they do. So Lara off third, he walked. Martin on second, he singled. And Baker off first, he singled. There's 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. Harrisburg is down to Reading here 4-1. Jack Dunn, the right-handed batter, is in the box and ready to go, as is Skirrow, looking in for his sign. And he comes set. Right-hander delivers a fastball. Ball low below the knees. It's 1-0. Dunn is 0 for 2 tonight. Has popped out and has struck out. The 1-0 pitch is a ground ball to the left side, fielded by the shortstop. The flip to second for 1. Rijo's throw to first is in time. An inning ending. 6-4-3, double play, and just like that.